So let's review those properties that sold this week specifically. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to look at these properties that sold. So this is the boundary that I look at between the 826 to the Ronald Reagan, and this is Miller to 8th Street. So this chunk here is what we're really going to analyze. And you can see that there's a number of properties that sold. So a total of 7 this week. And we're going to look at exactly, let's look at this. Here's my statistics. So that way you can kind of understand what I'm looking at and how I look at this week after week. And here's the address, right? So you can look at this. This is what it's sold for. This is a sold price. This is the list price. So this one, they were asking 799,000 and they got 770,000. This is the number of bedrooms. So this is a 4-bedroom, 2 full baths, no half baths. This is the square footage total. The year built, the number of garages that it has, whether it has a pool or not, how big the lot is, and if it's a waterfront home, right? And so here I put the subdivisions because for me it's a good way to analyze each of the areas, and I can get hyper local. The consecutive days on market. So this one, we have to look at it to see if it was removed and then put placed back on, because all that takes into consideration here. So we can see we're going to do it by sale price. The one that sold for the lowest was for 560. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at just the lowest and the highest. So the lowest that sold for our area, 104th and 26th, that's University Park is the area, Coravo. Here it was listed for 575, sold for 560. It's a 3-3, 2,200 square feet, built in 62, with, it says here, 6 garages. I said, wow, that's strange. But it has a pool and a lot square footage, and it's not waterfront home. So let's take a look at, see if this is correct or not. That's what I'm more curious than anything. So what I think what they put here is a number of cars you can fit, because yeah, I think that's the number of cars you can fit in the front. So this one sold for 560. So you can kind of look at your home and kind of compare if it's locally in the area. It does have a pool, and it was marked as it didn't. Oh no, this one is marked as it does have a pool. Okay. Let's go back to these pictures. You can kind of look at this area. You can see the condition of the home. It's in okay shape, like it needs updating. And that's what you can expect for that area. Okay, great. What about the higher end of our area? Because that gives you, the reason I analyze the range so much is because it gives you that parameter. Okay, so my home is really, it's going to be in between here if it's between what we see for the homes. And I'm going to go here. And wait, let's go back so you can see it a little bit better. So 83rd and 41st. So I know that's right next to Tropical Park. You're looking at, they got what they were asking for a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,100 square feet, built in 59. Garage, it says 5. Pool, yes. Large lot, 14,000 square feet. That's a large lot. It is not waterfront home, but this one did take 112 days to sell. So you had to find the right buyer for a more expensive home. You're targeting at 1% of the buyers, so it's going to take longer. Now let's look at this home. Okay, so it looks at least nice and updated here. Okay, you have the impact doors. You have, might be yard exterior on the outside. Okay, this is a nice big area here. Here's well, nice large trees. Okay, everything's nice. Have a screen patio with the pool. Can't really see that. Yeah, it looks nice. It looks very smooth compared to the other one. So this is what you can expect for $1 million in our area. 1,100,000, basically. So there you go. It has everything white. Whenever you're gonna paint your house, make it white. It makes it look much larger. Open kitchen, open area, all the lightings. So you're looking at all that. Yeah, it's a nice living area. You have the little hood. Oh, is it separate? Oh no, it looks like maybe it connects here. I'm looking at the counter. Yeah, let's see if we can see anything else. So we have about 40 pictures. It's good. You can really analyze it before you go see the property. So the professional pictures, they really help. Black windows and doors. Yeah, it's a nice little home. It really is. And it's got a large lot. That was, I think, one of the biggest selling points. Let me see if you can see here. So that's a large lot. You have a deep lot here. So if you wanted to build more, or you have work, assuming you can get them in through the side, I didn't really pay too much attention at that. If you have work trucks, you have things that you need to get there. It's a nice home. So that's it. I just wanted to show you that. And if obviously, if you're looking at the map and you say, oh, wait, I live, in this section of Westchester, I want to see this property, just reach out to me. I'll send you all the information, what's it's sold for, what's going on here. So you can look at it, compare for, what's going on in the area for your neighborhood. So that's it for this video. Hope this is helpful and you can really see through my eyes what I'm looking at, and that way you can make the best decision for you and your family.